Hey, I'm Daryl.
And I'm Greg.
We're on a journey on
The long and winding road
To share with you the glorious gift of
music.
And we've had the privilege of making a lot of friends. And now we finally have the chance to sit down and have a conversation about their
Long and winding road
and share with us the glorious gift of their
music.
So,
Relax and rewind it back.
and on that note,
Here's On That Note with Daryl.
and Greg.
Welcome back to another episode
Yes.
of On That Note with Daryl and Greg. This is
This is sort
drum
of
roll.
it's sort of a milestone.
Drum roll. It's a high 10 episode, bro. What?
Yes.
I really didn't think we'd make it to 10, Greg. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
I thought this was gonna be one episode and then it's gonna be done. But then
But I'm damn happy. Like, we've
Yeah.
had some amazing people on the show. We've had
Oh.
some incredible artists. We've had some incredible activists. We've had some incredible humans and human activists, humanists.
Humanists.
All epic, all on a standard that they've set on their own by themselves throughout these years of doing it and being independent.
Yeah.
And tonight is no different, ladies and gentlemen. On the 10th episode, we have someone who has been in the scene, someone who is recognized by, I think, the whole nation.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Definitely the whole nation. Someone whose singing chops have been recognized
Yeah.
as being up there.
One of my favorite vocalists, by the way.
One definitely like
Crazy,
one of the
crazy vocals.
top rock vocalists like in India that we have right
Yes.
now, my dudes. Like, that range is incredible. That like
Control.
the control, the voice control, exactly the tone. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a part of, well, 3 bands. Let's say 2 bands and him with a band. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, from the bands Gingerfeet,
Still Waters.
Still Waters,
Please welcome.
and Abhishek
and
Gurung Collective,
Yeah. Please welcome the finalists of the stage season 2,
Abhishek Gurung. Hey, man.
Hey.
Thank
Hello,
you.
man. Hi, man. Thanks for having me over. And that was quite an introduction.
Thank you.
Really humble, man. Humble. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
there's
agreeing.
still not much that has been said that needs
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
said in that introduction.
Oh, great. Okay.
Like, I think words for musicians fail, right?
Yeah,
because until and unless you see a musician and then you hear a musician, only then will you understand. You know what I mean? Like, there's that
I totally
feeling,
agree with you on
right?
this, John. Yeah.
But thank you for agreeing to come on the show and talk to us, man.
Yeah, man.
So
Thanks, man. It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure to be
let's have a conversation. So you're in Cal at the moment, enjoying time with
here.
your
Yes,
family.
I am in Calcutta. Yes, correct.
Nice.
I am here with my wife. And finally, I'm getting to spend a lot of time with the rest of the family as well, back home in Kurseong also.
Nice.
So we'd like to talk to you about this whole journey that you were in. So we would like to know what was it like growing up in Kurseong and then moving that to Calcutta.
Okay, so basically growing up in Kurseong, it's a sweet little town. Okay, really interesting. I mean, like, everyone talks about Kurseong in such a way that it's just it's just a break point on the way to Darjeeling. It's a very small town, and coming out from there was not that big of a task also, because back then there were hardly anything when I was growing up. It was okay, it was good, but then the scene was in Darjeeling and the rest of the places in Gangtok and big cities like Calcutta, and of course Shillong. We heard a lot about Shillong. We had never been there before. In fact, I had never been there before. Only after doing music, I started visiting places. But yeah, man, growing up in Kurseong, it was nice, although because away from the hustle and bustle, and that is where my foundation was laid. Because and also I studied in a Christian Brothers School, and then the culture of music and sports was very, it was at par with any other music school, I should say,
Right.
because everyone was encouraged to take up anything extracurricular and away apart from academics. And so I think that helped me build my foundation and helped me make my foundation very strong.
Right.
So yeah, and then after schooling, after my 10th, I went to Darjeeling. I studied in Darjeeling for 2 years, and then I moved to Calcutta college. That is when I formed my first band. Actually, I forgot to tell you all.
Oh.
So the band was called So I'm straight away heading into how I started and all of that. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Calcutta, 2008. So I was a fresher in college, and then kind of fest that happen around the city, college festivals. You're quite familiar with it, right?
Yeah.
So I started competing there as a singer. I'm a solo singer. I wasn't even thinking of getting into music. I wanted to do MBA and all of that.
Right.
So it's kind of geeky at times, but yeah, no. I mean, music was always there.
Kind of geeky at times.
That is when I met my friend Abhinandan, who's the drummer and manager of Gingerfeet.
Right.
So with him, we formed the first band. It was called Sicarius, and then on the journey started from that band to the other, and then slowly grew up, and then we all grew up and started becoming a little mature, I should say. And then we started taking our own decisions. I mean, we had our own priorities and own, commitments, so to say, personal and professional. So those bands didn't work out, and finally, currently, I am singing for Gingerfeet, and I mean, the list goes on. And
Yeah, man. We I was watching Gingerfeet on one of those MTV Indies thing you guys did once.
Oh.
I remember you saying that you met all the guys in college, and then you guys formed the band just 2 weeks before Hornbill, was it?
Right?
Exactly. Yes.
To compete for the Hornbill Festival.
That's a major feat.
Yeah.
Because for everyone here who doesn't know, back then in Hornbill, you cannot play covers. Basically, you had to have your
not at all.
original songs.
Yeah.
And what Gingerfeet did, they only had one song, and then they went on to write 6 songs in a span of a week or something just to go do the competition.
Yeah, 10 days. Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks.
10 days we finished writing the entire set list.
And to add to that, they won Hornbill.
They won.
Yeah,
It wasn't just that. They won, dude.
Good times, man.
So that was crazy. So tell us about that experience, man. Because I mean, I know there's not a lot of people there who can just go
do that. Yeah, exactly, man. It's like, you wake up one morning and decide, you know what, I'm just gonna go join Hornbill and win. Like, what?
Yeah, man, it's a fun story actually if you want to listen to it.
Yeah, for sure.
It all starts off, when we hadn't formed the band yet. So we were a part of different other bands, in fact, back in the day. Okay? So we obviously knew each other, and then we wanted to do something, something that we all were not doing in our individual projects. Okay, which was, I mean, we shared an interest in funk music, blues, and we wanted to, mix it together, like blues, funk, mainly funk and alternative rock.
Right.
So that's how we started the band, and we thought of, I mean, let's give it a shot. I mean, you never know what might work for us. And then around that time, I think internet was okay, I should say, because it was not so readily and easily available for everyone as it is now. So I think, and back then we thought that Hornbill was the only place that can give us a big start, so to say, as a band, So we were all pumped up, we were all energized, and then we just sent one song, okay? We made a song and then sent it for that. They had to select bands, remember, back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So they had to select bands from all over the country. So we sent that song. And then, I mean, we were not taking it seriously. I kid you not. But, it was just fun and games, okay? And let's try for it. And then suddenly we get a mail saying that we have been selected for the competition. And then we were all, we were in a spot, okay? I mean, we have to go there. Since we've already sent the song, we have to do something good. Okay? We have to make something good. And then all 10 days we were like practicing rigorously. I mean, 6-7 hours a day. Okay. And then, I don't know, somehow all of us, I think it's because of the vibe that we were all in and the energy that we all had and, portrayed amongst each other.
Right.
And I think that helped us make all those songs in a span of about 10 days.
Yeah.
And then, we were quite confident when we went to the competition because we already had 6 songs with us.
Right. And they were
But
fresh.
then when we reached that, sorry?
And plus the songs were fresh. They were like really, really fresh songs, right?
Correct. It was fresh. And we just wanted to go up on stage and play those songs for the people,
Right.
I mean, we just wanted to get their reaction on our composition.
On how you
well.
sound, yeah.
So big up to
Yeah.
the state, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Right. So
Always considered Nagaland as our, starting point. So we are always waiting for an opportunity to get back there at team and hopefully someday it happens.
right.
So those songs were those the songs that made it to the album? Also, you guys put out an album
yes,
just a year
high and
later.
above the first wave, right? Right after you won,
correct.
right?
Yeah, mostly all the songs got into the album. I mean, the songs that we played at Honda.
Right.
Of course, it was in its rawest form when we performed there first.
Yeah.
And then when we were recording it, we kind of polished it and, whatever we could.
Mm-hmm.
And then we added a few more songs, like the title track, High and Above,
Above.
Mr. Bombastic, and I think one more song. Which one was it? I think, these two were the songs that we added later on.
Okay.
And then, that became the album. And along with the bonus track, which was the one which we sent for the selection process, which is called Game On, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So how was making the album? How was like those all those, because there are songs in there that don't really they're not really rock songs. You know what I mean? Because like they're alternative, but they're very funky. Like
very funky.
God forbid, right? And stars and stuff
God
like
forbid,
that.
yeah.
With those bass slappings and tappings and stuff
correct,
like that.
correct.
No, it's
Full
very
on,
it's very reminiscent of like Spin Doctors meets like an Incubus.
Earth, Wind and Fire,
you know what I mean? That type of vibe. So walk us through that. Walk us through like actually arranging these songs and figuring these songs out properly, right? While recording them.
Cool. So whenever we make songs, we don't really have a fixed mindset as to how it should sound like. Okay, so we are kind of, very flexible when it comes to making our own compositions.
Right.
So, and mostly it is done in our jams. All of us sit together. We jam. We keep on jamming, and whatever comes out and that sounds nice, we kind of put that part into a song. And mostly the funk part comes from our bass, because our bassist, Loco, he is a crazy funk guy. He's a funk bassist. He's crazy, bro. Like, I used to see him to know him, right?
Right.
The way he plays, he brings a lot of groove and a lot of, that oomph to the band.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, keeping the funk as bass, we wanted to do something. We didn't want to, make songs that were typically funk, not very mellowy and, not dancey. So not dancehall kind of music. We wanted to add more energy to it.
Right.
So, you can say it's a lot of, we can say that we've added a lot of layers to that funk kind of music.
Right.
So that is how we started writing, and that was the process of making songs also. And then while recording the songs, we recorded in Calcutta itself,
Okay.
in a studio owned by our dear friend Rito Broto Call. So we recorded at his place, and it was quite a smooth process, because every one of us we knew what our parts were. We knew what we could do. I mean, what we could add, what we should, take out of the song as well.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of trial and error as well. And it was not a very tedious process, I should say.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun, man. It was fun.
Nice.
And also in our album, there are a lot of gang vocals.
Yeah.
Songs, okay, like hey and all
Gang
that.
backup vocals.
So
Yeah.
just for fun, yeah. So just for the fun of it, we used to take our friends along with us, okay,
Right.
so that they could see the whole recording process. And then just so that they don't feel left out, we ask them to say, "Come, man, come sing."
Nice.
At
Nice. At least you have a part in the album, right? Nice.
Yeah. So they kind of feel that that's their album as well, you know.
True.
Yeah.
You guys put out
Yeah.
Empty Spaces, which is
Empty Spaces,
which is a really good song. One of my nice favorite songs from
Thanks,
you guys.
man. Thanks,
And so I also want to ask you about working with. You guys had the opportunity to work with Mithila Adhikari, and everyone in the scene knows,
Yeah.
how, they know producer Mithila
Correct,
Adhikari.
man. He's
Yeah. So I
think he's
wanted
the
to ask
granddaddy
you
of
how it was.
The granddaddy.
Granddaddy, exactly. I wanted to ask you how
Yeah.
it was like working with him with Empty Spaces and how that came out and recording that and stuff like that.
We booked a recording studio for 3 days, and then he was there to guide us from the beginning till the end. From laying the drums, first he asked us to do the whole, he asked us to play the entire live song with everybody in the studio, in that chamber. It was, it kind of felt like, back in 80s or 70s when bands used to perform and, record live
Track, right.
music at once,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was reminiscent of that kind of vibe.
Nice.
And plus, he comes from that era only, okay?
True.
Right,
So he was kind of playing with our approach as well.
Okay.
So, but then the song is very modern, I think, not very old school. So yeah, the whole song, I would obviously give the credit to Mithila Adhikari for everything.
So
Cool.
the journey from here goes to the stage. Like you,
Yeah.
you went there as this will probably be your first time doing anything like this,
Like that, right?
moving out of a
Yeah, dude,
situation and doing stuff. Like
Yeah.
that.
So how did that come about? Was it like a conscious decision of like, you know what, I'm gonna enter the competition and whatever, chalega? Was that the decision, or was it something else?
I should say it was not conscious at all, because I was not even thinking about it. I did not want to. Of course, it gave me a huge platform.
Yeah.
But then, I think it was. Oh no. Let me remember what happened. What had happened? Oh yeah. So Gingerfeet,
Okay.
So we were kind of taking a break, sort of. Okay. During that time, it was 2016.
16.
Yeah.
We were kind of tired with, I guess, each other, or I guess with the whole scene. I don't know.
Right.
And we thought of taking a small break, maybe a year, and then we kind of laid off from our instruments and everything. So, in that meantime, in that free time, I did not want to stay idle, So I got an opportunity. I got a call from one of them saying that if you, there is a slot open, you please come and, not exactly slot open, please come and audition for the stage, an English singing competition.
Right.
And it was kind of, tempting at that time because I wasn't doing anything. So there's something to look forward to, right?
Not right.
Yeah.
So I went and auditioned, and then I got it. So, and then the journey was amazing, man. It was totally different from what I had expected. I got to learn a lot about, I should say, the professionalism of music,
Right.
professional side of music,
Right.
and also, it opened up my, the entire circumference of music, whatever I had thought of,
Right.
I was just fixated at a certain genre of music,
Right.
and And after that, I kind of started becoming more open towards different forms and different genres, different styles, and it helped me grow as a musician. I believe.
You made it to the grand finals. I mean, that is an achievement. You know, that is an achievement to anyone.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of there's a big percentage of people in India who do not want to be in another language making music. You know, they want to be making music in English. And the stage was a great platform for that. And it's so nice that they also put like a rock and roller like yourself to the finals. I mean, that in itself says a lot. And the fact that you had to be performing in front of Vishal Datlani and Ehsan and all these guys like every single week, and you know, so
I would probably like soil my pants if I had to sing like any rock song in front of Vishal Datlani, you know.
But dude, man, it was a lot of pressure.
Let's just talk about that grand final performance.
Yes,
that one, that Stairway to Heaven performance.
Also, ladies and gentlemen watching at home, if you want to know what makes a true champion when it comes to performing their music in front of the entire nation, ladies and gentlemen, you have to give it up to Abhishek Gurung, because not only did he sing one of the toughest songs of all time, let's Stairway isn't easy, but he did it when he was having dengue. He had like intense fever, and he went out there in his suit and he just killed the song. You know what I mean? You nailed it, man. So talk to us about that performance, man. What was going through like your head? A lot of things, I'm sure.
The next day of the finals, I was like brimming with, it was so unbearable for me that I could not get out of my bed. I barely walked myself to the gate of the hotel, and the PR, the girl, I forgot. She was there and she saw my condition, and then she directly admitted me to one hospital that morning itself. Okay, and then it was at 6 o'clock in the morning when I was admitted in the hospital, and then they shot me some injections and some saline. I don't know, whatever they did. I was kind of half conscious. Right. So I took a nice long nap over there. And then about 11:12ish, I went to the studio where it was being shot. Right. And then still I was struggling on my health, you know. I was not being able to sit. I was not being able to talk to anybody, in fact. Right. Let alone singing. Okay. But then back of my head, there was one thing, that this is a song that I have to sing on the stage. This is why I am here. Right. And I think that just kept me motivated. That just kept me going. And then the frustration, it started setting in, you know. Right. I mean, it had to happen to me on this very day. Right. And I think that brought out a lot of emotions on that song, I believe. I mean, I will not blame my performance on dengue, but rather I would give credit to dengue for giving me that kind of emotions to deal with.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a nice conversation with Abhishek Gurung, and we will hear a song from him. And this one is from Gingerfeet's first album, right? This is a song. That's not an album. Sorry, this is a single, right? So this is a single that they put out in 2015. This single is called Empty Spaces. It's one of the nicest songs that you'll ever find out there. And this is a very nice exclusive acoustic performance that Abhishek has done only for TNT. And we're so happy to have it on that note with Daryl and Greg. So here you have it, Empty Spaces.
Empty Spaces, Abhishek Gurung.
Sometimes I wanna hide away from reality. Sometimes I wanna run into Despite all that I've tried. Lost in this twister of lights that surrounds me. There's nowhere to run or to hide, but still I try. Oh heaven, won't you save me? Shine some light in this dark hour, 'cause we are all lost in this maze of who we really are. And down the aisle, I'm led to a dungeon, a place where my demons reside. I walk that mile only to know my hopes have been shattered. Despite all that I've tried. Can it be real or just an illusion? Are we the children of the same? Or are we just locked up in a cage? Empty spaces, they pull me into spaces, they call me in empty spaces, blow me in empty spaces. Empty spaces, empty spaces, empty spaces. Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance, guys. Did that do something in this area for you guys? Because
I feel like you should be doing more songs like acoustic. And
because dude, yeah, man, like it brings out your voice in a different way. You know, like with a band, it's also pretty epic because it brings your voice it's heard in that tone. But when you do an acoustic song, it's so pure, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's very that's the only word that came to my mind. It's like pure. It's like you can hear.
Thank you
You
so
should
much.
do more.
I mean, to be very honest, I kind of feel very intimate when I perform acoustic.
Right.
It kind of, brings out the right emotions at the right time. I don't know.
Right.
But I really enjoy singing acoustic, man.
Yeah. So this is a rapid fire section we're going to be doing with Abhishek Gurung. And we do this rapid fire with everyone, and you have a bunch of questions where you'll get like 5 seconds to answer.
Okay.
Yeah. We say 5 seconds, but people usually.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rapid fire time. Yes. Abhishek, are you ready for your first question?
I am in. Let's do this.
Who is your favorite artist that you have worked with?
As in, featured with.
Yes.
I think Ben.
Or who?
Ben Wesley. He is a friend of mine.
All right.
Okay.
He's a friend of mine. So I I got a chance to sing with him
Right.
a cover. That song is called "Love Is on the Way." So, song is also up on YouTube.
Epic.
Oh,
Shout out, shout out. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah.
All
And,
right.
yeah.
All right. Question number 2. What is
Yeah.
the favorite venue you have played at?
Hornbill.
Hornbill. Oh, epic. And you won, so obviously, duh. Like,
Yeah. But then, yeah, I can add to that one more.
haha.
The other one is in Theo Garden when we opened for Slash.
Ooh.
oh yes.
That was epic as well.
Woo.
Opening for
That was
Slash.
Opening, yeah, just opening for
These two,
Slash.
I mean, I can't choose for them. I think between.
Epic.
Yeah,
epic.
that's a dream come true for anyone to open for Slash, man.
And Miles Kennedy.
good, man,
It's not just
Oh,
Slash,
yeah.
right? It's Miles Kennedy, bro.
Miles too, yeah.
Miles Kennedy, yes.
That,
All right. Third question. What is your favorite song to play live?
I think Free. The new
Ah.
song.
the new one. All right.
Nice, nice.
Epic.
Yeah.
Go check
yeah.
out Freeze, the newest single from Gingerfeet. Go check it out. Check it out.
Check it, check it.
All right. What is the best band that you've seen live?
Best band. Dawson's Heard.
Oh,
Das is
nice.
all right.
Yes.
Das is it.
David,
Shout out to my boys, David, Gideon,
David,
Romeo.
Yeah. All the comms. The comms.
All the comms. All the comms. Oof. All right.
Yeah.
Final question. If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
I think I would have become an accountant
Wow.
of some sort, or a chartered accountant, or some, I don't know, maybe
Wow.
working in I
Right.
don't know, yeah, maybe I told you I was kind of, studious.
A geeky. The geeky years,
not
right?
very
It's-
good, but yeah, somewhat, yeah.
That was Rapid Fire with Abhishek Gurung. Thank you so much, man. And we have one more segment. This segment is called Record of the Week. It's simple. You just have to tell us your favorite album that has changed your life and has changed your music and who has made you the person you are right now.
Besides Christian Brothers.
Okay. Okay, all right. One album, no?
Yeah.
I can only choose one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have
You have three, that's
yeah,
fine
but
also.
I mean, if you have 3, then yeah, because like we
Yeah.
get that it's different through different stages as well of your
Yeah.
life or career, no?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So I think I should go for 3 because one was Mr. Big Bumperhead,
All right,
Oh,
the
epic.
first album
good choice.
that changed my course towards music. I was just like any other kid from the hills. I
Right.
mean, you get to listen to a lot of rock music. at
Yeah,
very
yeah.
young age. So yeah, that was my first record. I mean, my brother's first record, and I kind of snatched it from him.
Right.
So that was one. The other one, second one is Appetite for Destruction. Guns N' Roses. Oh yeah! Great band. CNR forever, bro. CNR. So yeah, that kind of got me into more rock and roll kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Morning View Sessions in Cuba.
Oh.
That
Morning
kind of
View.
opened my, yeah.
All great albums.
All
Great
beautiful albums, man.
Yeah.
We've had two artists on the show who have who's had Appetite for Destruction
Yeah.
as
Siddharth.
Oh yeah.
Siddharth as well, and
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I think, yeah. So like that album is such an epic. It's like, and it was released around the same time when we were kind of,
Growing
in
up.
our, rebellious kind
Right.
of age.
True, true.
Like just entering that stage,
True.
So, yeah, I think that played a role.
Epic.
Nice, man.
Before we leave, we're gonna give the floor to you. So
Okay.
tell us whatever you have going, and yeah.
Okay. So, Still Waters, we will be releasing a few things. I think a new single in about a month's time, maybe next year, start of the year. And then Gingerfeet also the same. But then with Gingerfeet, we're planning to release an album later on in 2021. So for now, those are the two projects that are really keeping me intact and busy and kind of motivated. And looking forward to a great time next year.
Nice. All right, there you go.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the sad part of the show, which is when we have to say bye.
And it's the end.
And hopefully we see episode 11. And with more names that you guys might have heard of, might not have heard of, but be sure that after the episode you will definitely have heard of them, because that's how it goes.
Yes.
Right? So on that note,
thank you so much.
Thank you,
man.
Abhishek.
Thank you, man. It's been a pleasure being here.
Yeah, man. We again wish you all the very best with Gingerfeet, with Still Waters, with yourself, and all the best to you and to your family. And we hope that you have a nice festival. I know it's been a bad year, but you know there's still a few more days before the year ends, so you can have a nice time with that. Festive season is coming, so Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. We hope to see you very, very soon.
Yeah.
All right. So
on that note, this was On That Note with Daryll and Greg and Abhishek Gurung. Long live Christian Brothers. Woo! All right. Merry Christmas, man.
Thanks,
Happy
man.
New Year. Have a good one.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Both of you, man.
Cheers.
See you, bro.